It's episode 3 of this session of Poker Time.
Looks like we lost Dennis.
We did.
Replaced him with Mamba.
Indeed. That duck mask.
It does look like a duck mask.
It does look like a duck mask.
It does look like a duck mask.
We are playing 5, 10, 20. Here's Alex, who's been limping a lot. He folds the button. Action Aaron, he does not do anything but make people's lives hell. That's just a personality thing, though. It's not about the poker.
Jeremy's just going to call out of the middle blind.
Huh.
Seems like a good spot for a 3-bet.
Yeah, but maybe he thinks with Aaron's range, he wants to keep all the bad aces in. I don't know.
Oh.
I agree with you. I'd be prone to 3-bet here. And hello. Jeremy flops middle pair and is probably going to...
Aaron just checks
right through.
And look at that. Jeremy gets there. It says
there's 4 clubs on the board, or 3 clubs on the board, so Aaron does have the queen of clubs.
And it says there's a 6 of clubs on the board. It's actually
there's
there
the board.
It's fixed.
Yep.
Miracle.
So Jeremy with the second, Aaron with the second nut flush.
Interesting that Aaron checked the flop.
I know, and he picks up. This is a crazy back and forth kind of thing.
And Aaron checks?
I mean, Jeremy's got to go for value against worse aces here, doesn't he?
I mean, he doesn't have a kicker.
That's true. Oh, you know what? He doesn't have a kicker. You're right. There's no point. You're right. Wow.
That was an odd way to play the hand by Action Aaron there.
It's really strange that only $350 was in that pot.
Yep.
Should have been bet call on the flop. Someone should have bet the turn, and the other guy would have called. And then the river, we had at least 2 streets of value, if not 3.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, come on.
One time.
I mean, we're over here drinking lattes and stuff.
Drinking lattes and the like. Anyway, good check back by Jeremy. You realize, I think, just what you said, that his kicker didn't play. There was really no way to get any value. But still, some people bet that.
Yeah, they have ace, they bet.
Yep.
Does Mom have a big bag of ice?
Yes, if you can see, he's got an injured right hand.
Well, that's too bad.
Is it? I think he hurt it in the toaster. He burnt it.
Really?
I think he burned it. That's why he's got the ice, actually, to cool it down.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Burns hurt a lot.
Sure. So do words, though, Grant.
Only if you're a weakling. Are those words hurtful?
Anyway, Alex is going to limp the queen 10, and we are going to go at least 4 ways to this flop. We don't know what Stewie has. Nothing
good so far for anybody, really. 4 or 5
2
of
clubs.
Yeah.
Stuart could have a host of things here, including the best hand.
Oh. Jeremy now with the 4 to go along with his club draw.
Pretty good. Could definitely decide to bet this. He's going to check, though, and Stuart's going to bet. Stuart could be easily betting a 6 here.
Or nothing.
Yep. 7, 8, 5, 7. Nothing at all? Probably something. Probably has something going on 4 ways, but Jeremy has an easy call, and Stuart could also have a bad ace.
He could.
Well, that's not really what Jeremy wanted to see. Will Stuart fire again?
If he fires again, he's not repping a 6 anymore.
Nope.
He could have better clubs than Jeremy. Surprising he wouldn't have bet the flop, but Jeremy didn't either. Limp pot.
Yep. Stuart is going to fire away here, and we don't know if it's a bluff or not.
He's now repping in trip aces or better.
Could he ever have the Jack X of clubs?
I suppose that's possible. It's a pretty big bet for that, though. He went 135 into 160.
Yeah. But he knows his customer, and maybe knows Jeremy's going to, if he gets too small, it looks too much like value. I don't know. I'm just making things up here. I'm just clicking buttons over here,
Yeah, classic Levy. And he
shows is that 8-3?
I think it's 3-10 of clubs.
Jeremy is pretty unhappy.
I like how he lingered on that.
Yeah,
that was good.
Pretty unhappy. These two guys are friends, but you wouldn't know it from how they try and steal money from each other at the poker table.
I mean, I'm glad to know that they're friends, because if Stuart just shoved it in his face like that and they weren't friends, that's kind of a dick move, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Like
some people might think it's a dick move anyway.
Yeah, I would definitely do that to you.
Yeah,
for sure.
I know you would.
And you would do it to me, too.
I would.
Yeah.
I would happily do it to you. There are other people I would do it to as well.
But none of them are not my friends.
That's correct. Only people I feel warmly towards would I do that. I guess someone I really hated, maybe too.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody.
I would do that to Phil Hellmuth for sure. I don't really hate Phil Hellmuth. That's a little strong, but I would 100% do that to Phil Hellmuth. You know.
Mike Matisow.
Yeah, I could do it to Mike too. But Phil more. I'd want to do it to Phil a lot more than Mike. I'd just be trying to drown out.
Yeah, and Mike, you're like stomping on a person who's already not doing so great.
That's right. It's true. It's true. I'm punching down. I want to punch up.
What does he play?
So, Aaron opened the 10-5 off for unknown reasons,
And Stuart recognized that Aaron is very wide and threw out the king queen.
Yep. It was in a small blind. Didn't want to call from that position, which I appreciate.
You appreciate it?
I do. I am thankful and grateful.
Good.
Do you mean that? I feel like you don't mean it. I feel like you're
overusing the word appreciate. I think you appreciate a warm English muffin on a hot New England day.
I do. Even if it's a hot day, I enjoy it, yeah, and appreciate it.
Yeah.
But see, there you go. Like finally, the truth comes out. The veneer is cracked, and you say what you really feel.
I was talking about you.
No, we're talking about you. Where you said you think I'm overusing the word appreciate. That's you finally saying what you think instead of pretending to just humor me and go along with it like you were. So lame.
If I didn't humor you and go along with it, we wouldn't have jobs.
Don't worry about it.
So Alex limps the ace-10 of hearts, so he still has yet to raise pre-flop. This is maybe the best hand he's had. He had pocket sevens and now ace-10.
He had ace-jack once. He limped that.
Oh, did he? Okay. There's a bluff-y type of bet.
Sure. I mean,
That's the first time I think we've seen Alex bluff at all.
perhaps. So maybe that means he won't limp eventually.
Maybe. I'm curious to see if he gets a hand like queens, if he's really going to limp that too.
I don't know if that would be better or worse.
I don't know either anymore.
It might be better.
To limp?
Yeah.
It's probably better. You might as well just, if you're limping this much, you probably should limp everything.
Yeah.
And, who can bluff Aaron first?
No, we already did that last
Yeah.
time. It didn't work out.
You should probably limp it.
It costed a lot of money.
Costs us
So, can you
combined about 10K
walk me through what
for a $100 bounty. The first person who could bluff Aaron and show it.
I did to him actually, so. Yeah, I was cooking chicken.
So they're talking about something that already happened, that they had done. This was Mamba and Dan.
Huh.
They whoever could bluff Aaron and show it would get $100 from the other guy. They collectively lost thousands of dollars to Aaron trying to do that.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
We know Mamba's going to raise this hand, right?
Hell yes, he is. This I am certain. And Mamba delivers. A venomous strike.
Well done.
Thanks.
Because of the snake.
Alex is going to call. Thank you. And so is Action Aaron.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Hey, look
King
at that.
7 deuce, 2 clubs.
Action Aaron, the only one to flop anything.
That is for sure. Mamba could very reasonably continue on this board. I think he should, especially with the ace of clubs in his hand,
Sure.
blocking a lot of the hands that can call.
And also with the, backdoor equity.
Yep.
I'm surprised that it stayed.
And that is not a good card.
That's
though.
good backdoor equity for Action Aaron, is
Yeah,
what that
it
is.
It's a really nice card.
Gets 100 from each
Oh, you guys are
No,
doing that?
the first person who gets
So shut it down or keep whacking at it. Aaron's the kind of guy who can have a deuce. He can have a 7. Another whack is not a terrible idea.
No, I just proposed it to you.
He would fold some of those sometimes.
Interesting that Mama's going to keep going for it. I guess he's trying to fold out Aaron's 7s.
Yep.
Some of his weaker club draws will have to fold now.
He's obviously never going to fold this hand.
No chance.
The question is he going to call or do something more? Mamba only with $1,000 back.
I guess it's not absurd to raise. Although that's my preferred action here, I think.
To raise or to call?
To call, excuse me.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I said that very poorly.
I worry with my kicker, like, what am I getting called by when I shove? Yeah, it's hard to get called by a worse hand.
It's also a backdoor flush if you make it, so it's more disguised and
Yep.
more likely that you can get paid.
Yep. You see, Aaron did pick up a lot of those black chips there for a second. Is still handling them.
He's
Oh,
putting
he is
them
going to
in.
move them
He's
in.
putting them in, and
Okay.
that's the end of the hand.
Yep. We can see how the kind of trouble he had Mamba in, though. Mamba had 3 outs. But having said that, Aaron, if he just called here, could have been bluffed on the river.
He actually had 2 outs. Ace of spades, no good.
Oh my gosh, ace of spades, no good.
Yeah.
You're right, 2 outs. But bluffing cards, all non-spades, non-sixes, non-king rivers. If Mamba was gonna go all in, probably would have worked.
Yeah.
Probably. Aaron sometimes will call there, but
He doesn't like to fold.
But he does make some big folds.
He does.
We've seen him do it. Look at all those chips in front of Aaron. Everyone keeps trying to make plays at Aaron or hero Aaron, and
The world rejoices
just don't do it.
at the stacks in front of Aaron.
Just run away. You see that guy coming? Go in the other direction.
He's going to chiropract you.
Right into oblivion.
Yeah.
I'll take your spine and make it sing,
Wow, that's pretty good.
but it'll sing "Oh Danny Boy" because you'll be dead.
Oh, sick.
And you're Irish, in case you were wondering. That's why it's singing
That's
"Oh Danny Boy."
badass, man.
Yeah. All right, Stewie Younger, 9-7 of spades. He's gonna play it.
Impressive. Thanks. I love winning the minimum.
Dauntless Dan is out. But
Dealer's Bane.
Action Aaron. Never seen a queen jack off he didn't want to marry.
Right.
So he's coming along.
Of course.
And of course Jeremy with the king jack suited.
Took me a minute to figure that out, but once I did
Stewart flops well.
Yep.
Open ender.
just checked it down too.
There's one diamond along with
Don't have to, but all about
not a whole lot for the other guys. Jeremy
I thought we said
he
no
probably
calls.
can't talk himself into a call here. I don't think he can for 150.
Stewart goes 75% of pot, which is unorthodox.
Well, it's those cards are, pretty low.
Yeah.
And so and these are the blinds who called. So he's going to size it up.
I love the Aaron running comment.
I think that's pretty normal.
The Aaron commentary
And
track.
he does price Jeremy out of a call.
No, it
So
was
it's not
We
a
made it
bet,
small
it's
enough. I think
fine.
Jeremy's calling once.
I mean, with the 2 overs and the backdoor flush draw.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think the White Claw's catching in.
How deep is Jeremy? Is he deep enough for that?
a quarter of a white claw.
If you really talk to Jeremy, he's got a lot of great thoughts on a lot of different philosophies. So I'd say
I don't know, man.
pretty deep.
I don't know, man.
Oxy Aaron.
What are you saying?
I talked to him about simulation theory the other day,
Yeah?
and he was just like only referring to the 1998 doctrine, and I was like, dude, there's been stuff done since
Yeah.
then, so I don't know if that counts.
That's embarrassing. I'll
Yeah.
admit. I wish you hadn't heard that. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
For him and for me.
Yeah.
For
'Cause you're-
saying that he was deep.
Yeah.
I'm very embarrassed. Mamba ace 5 of clubs. Probably gonna have to play this one, Mamba. I know you don't want to.
Why wouldn't you want to?
I don't know.
It's a pretty nice hand.
It's a pretty nice hand. He makes it 70.
And Mamba's UG, so that's a perfect position to open from. UG. That's what everybody calls it, right?
Why doesn't it say UTG? Why only 2 letters?
Hey,
Hey,
look at
here's the
this.
cumulative winnings. Action Aaron, only guy doing well.
And
Everyone
that,
else
That
sad.
may actually be an understatement of it because there was a hand that the software got wrong in the last episode that actually ended up winning.
You're right. It was an $800 hand, so he's probably up over 2,000.
Yeah.
Like 2,200. That's a great point. And that also means that Alex is
down.
probably down 500.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, no one's doing great except for Action Aaron. Stewie Younger's feeling fine, but
Yeah.
not amazing. Because these guys' emotional state is tied to their winnings. That's just how it is.
I mean, that's poker.
That's life.
Headache's gonna be painful.
Mamba's showing us his various lotions, which thrills me. I'm glad to see them.
I'm just refraining from making.
Hey, look at this Action
Certain
Aaron's going to
jokes.
call with 8-3 of hearts on the button.
At least he's
because
on the button.
He's Action Aaron, and that's the type of thing he does.
Yep. Oh, so by the way, Mambo was just putting out the straddle.
Ah,
Oh no, he originally raised, and then they told him he had the straddle. I think
Ah,
he pulled it back.
I
That's
see.
what happened. Yeah.
I see. Hey, Action Aaron flops a 3, but this is a monster flop for Mamba.
Monstrosity.
Trying to make the steel wheel.
How deep are these? These guys are pretty deep. Whoa!
Uh,
He must not have an ace 5 of clubs, right?
But that wasn't his hand last time.
No. What?
The-
Wait. Maybe the board was wrong.
Maybe the board was wrong.
Maybe it wasn't queen. No, it was queen something. It was
Oh,
2
you're
queens.
right. You're right. Okay.
Phew.
Okay, I feel better.
Wow. Yeah, it was like queen deuce.
I feel a lot better.
Boy, that was like disturbing. Can't go folding a straight flush draw on the flop.
It's hurtful.
What are we, crazy? Also, straight flush draw and the all the clubs are nut draws.
All
Nut
the clubs are nut.
It's funny because the board is paired too. But I mean, like you make the best flush, That's what I mean, man. Anyway, Alex not going to limp that hand.
And board wasn't paired in our minds, though.
That's true. Beautiful hand for action, Aaron.
Also for Jeremy.
These guys are...
They
These
can
are-
almost make a straight flush together, these fellas. What a beautiful thing that would be if they came together to make a straight flush.
Brotherhood.
Yes.
That looks like a raise by Jeremy.
I
not
like
a
it.
call.
Let's mix it up a bit.
Oh,
bad timing. Terrible
what are you
job.
doing?
Jeremy's a fool. Why would you do that?
All right. So Dan definitely going to raise again here, I got to believe, right? How should he size it?
Doesn't have to be too big. Something like 550 maybe.
550. Aaron has a lot of chips, as we see. Let's see what he does here. 500. So he's really trying to almost force Jeremy to call.
Jeremy does have to call.
Yeah, 290 to win 785 on the button with a hand that can break things. I think he probably is going to have to call, but boy, you hate it.
He's not got enough stack depth to feel amazing about it, but I still think the pot odds are going to make him call.
Dan Ross also definitely a guy who can have ace king here
Sure.
and do this. We've seen him do it. So that also makes it a much better potential play, right?
I mean, this is why I said 550, 500 is similar. You're forcing hands like this to continue against you, and you have massive equity against them. It's a pretty good spot.
It's a pretty good spot. I mean, look at the stack to pot for Jeremy here. It's almost 1-to-1. You really hate that with a hand like this. That's a reason to consider folding it, even though you're in position even.
Well, Dan
Anyways.
Ross now can bet a small amount, something
Yeah.
like 350.
Maybe 200 even. Like, he just doesn't have to bet anything. None of it's not going to matter whatever he bets, of course.
Perhaps we'll never know.
I certainly can't tell. It just says option.
Queen 9-3, not queen 9. What's going on, man?
I don't know.
There it is.
Hey, queen 9-3. It's been Dan Ross bet 700 anyway, so he was committing to the pot.
I guess he was trying to make sure that a queen gave him max value, but I think a queen's going to give you max value anyway at that SPR if you bet smaller.
Maybe what he's trying to do is afraid a queen's going to call. And we're back. We were talking about that $700 bet before we left for this great ad, and I was thinking maybe he just thought like $200 was going to get a call out of a queen, and then some scary cards could come and he could lose action, force the queen to get all in with him right away. I don't know.
I guess.
That's all I got. Anyway,
Alex is going to limp Jack deuce suited UG.
yep, he did not. Okay, so everyone's playing 5, 10, 20 except when it's Alex's under the gun. He's elected not to straddle, which is totally fine, to be clear. Like, that's not a critique. But it does change the dynamics, so we should just be aware.
I would like to critique the limp, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a bit much.
We got top pair for Action Aaron. We got a flush draw for Dan Ross. We got top pair for Mamba. We got nothing except 2 back doors for Alex.
I don't care. Never mind.
And Action Aaron's going to bet 60 into 40, it looks like. And there's the call from Mamba.
Have to call.
Easy call here for Dan Ross with the second nut flush draw. Maybe raising? That
Yeah.
looks like a raise.
Yeah.
I like it.
225 or something?
These are two guys who are
One.
pretty wide.
240. Okay.
Two guys who absolutely don't have to have it. Aaron's already folded his king.
I converted.
This is a tough spot for Mamba.
Be nice to be able to see him, but
I don't want to see him. I already
There
know,
he is.
I already know he has ice and lotion.
yeah, I thought he was letting it go.
He's going to look at him.
Forget if I looked into that or not. Yeah.
280.
Would you buy it for?
I mean, this is pretty powerful for Dan if you can get 2 top pair hands to fold. These are like really better than you'd expect these guys to have so often, and they
Wow.
both fold anyway, and Dan just gets to take it down.
That's a nice deal.
It's an understandable thing, but yeah, really nice deal for Dan. Who absolutely had the worst of it.
Well, he had more equity than Mamba when they were 3 ways at least.
Right, when they were
Yeah.
3 ways.
Yeah.
And then the moment Aaron folded, Mamba had all the
Someone
equity.
got him thinking.
baby.
I'm all in.
What?
Lot of money.
Cardano? Yeah, and doesn't the deck like
These guys, you know, in their spare time, like whenever there's a break, they go out and they just do a little Fight Club action.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of punching, a lot of movie watching, a lot of popcorn.
Oh, they watch Fight Club.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they're like slowly getting through the movie.
really slowly because
Yeah.
the breaks are only 5 minutes long.
I mean I could be wrong or I could be thinking about something else, but like
But they're loving it, I hear. Oh,
Hey,
here's Alex with Ace King. How will Alex play from the big blind? Oh, and he's just gonna call.
So that's not
Rats.
quite the scenario I wanted to see, though. I
No,
wanted to
it's
see
not.
him be the opener of
I
the
know.
pot,
I
you know?
Me too.
But we can see that he did not take an aggressive action still pre-flop.
It is pretty interesting.
trades didn't clear for a game or something.
5-3-5. No one has anything. 6-3. I thought it was 5-3-5.
I'm
on
pretty
that
sure it
flop.
was.
Okay. We'll be paying attention to that. Looks like it's going to check through and. Well, now that's a 4. I can see it
Yep.
from here. So it's 5-3-5-4 is the actual board. And so Jeremy's got the gutter, actually double gutter.
Alex is going to call.
Oh, actually, Jeremy's open-ended, isn't he? 5.
Yes.
No. There's no 6. There's no 6 on the
Right.
board.
There
He's
it
double
is.
gutted.
There, it fixed itself.
Yep.
See, now even if
There
you
we
get
go.
up in the-
Alex does have the best of it. Jeremy also has the spades. This is a pretty good turn card for Jeremy, but
Whiffs
now
it
it's-
all.
But can you get it through? I would think so. Although he
I
may
don't
think
know.
his hand's good enough.
Alex is a little sticky we've seen in the past.
Sometimes. Jeremy may think ace high's good enough. He's beating some draws.
$1,000 bounty.
He's beating 6s and he's beating spades and
He checks it back.
it's like, oh no, that's the hand I could have gotten to fold. That's the one. How could he ever have that hand? How do you put him on that hand? Nice job, Alex. I think Alex wins by he's like statuesque, you know, like, you can't move me. I'm a statue, bro.
Okay.
I'm concrete. Like that. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I get it.
Now he's counting your chips.
Because he's concrete.
Because you were like, I'm going to get him to move.
Mhm.
And he's like, Michelangelo, mother.
Mother?
Yeah. Michelangelo, mother.
Yeah, of course. Everything you're saying is really ringing true with me.
I think so. It looks like Stuart's put on the restraddle.
Nice.
So we have a 5, 10, 20, 40 spot here. That is good. Although technically it's a blind raise and not a straddle. I am being told. They will not let him. Oh, wait. Mamba. Everyone's got money in front of them. It's 40,
we're going
60,
all the
80.
way around.
We started off with Alex. Everybody with money. This is incredible. We got 6 blinds. 6 players, 6 blinds. That's beautiful. Does anybody have anything good?
No. Oh, Jeremy does.
Jeremy actually has a hand.
Time to make it like 400, I guess.
I mean, it's 80 right now.
Looks like 350.
Yeah. Isn't it like 275? Oh, it is 350. God, that seems like a lot. I guess
That
position.
seems- I think
there's a
that's-
position issue too.
I think
yeah.
that's the right amount.
I don't know if you have to go that high, but it's fine. You gotta force Dan not to want to call the marginal stuff, I guess. Anyway, nice deal for Jeremy.
Yeah. So that's a significant amount of free pre-flop money there.
There really was $180, $215 in there pre-flop.
Nice.
That is pretty good.
It's like a really nice pot in 1-2. Hold him. $215.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now?
For sure. Or in
It's a really nice pot in 1 cent, 2 cent.
it's true. That's when you're playing match the stack and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right?
And you bust your entire bankroll, losing the $215 pot.
Maybe you do. I'm still rolling.
The snowman for Mamba.
The sound of the ice.
Do you think it's because he has ice that he got the snowman?
Yes. That is exactly why you got this moment, I believe.
Who wrapped you up?
I do think that.
Jeremy could 3-bet this hand. He could call. I
don't
could
love
see
a
him folding
call.
too.
You don't.
Jeremy looks like he's 3-betting it.
225, I think. Yep.
Yep. Jeremy really suddenly showing a little more aggression. Nice to see. Mama's hand's too good to fold, but it sort of sucks. At least you're in position.
Is he thinking about just moving in here? That would be pretty strong.
That would be
with a hand
super
like
strong.
eights.
All right, let's
No, he's gonna call. I like the call a lot more than a move.
Me
in.
too.
I hope you guys both try really hard. We will.
Jeremy can't love this, and
That's
That's
not a flop that he's going to get Mamba to fold on. That's for sure.
that's right. This is a flop I expect him to continue on with the 2 back doors.
Yeah.
And of course,
The dryness of the flop.
yep.
He's supposed to have more overpairs than Mamba.
No one really has a 7 very often. Mamba has a very straightforward call. And he agrees. Never feels good when you don't have the nuts, and someone's betting into you, but you just can't fold hands like this in this spot.
Well, this is a spot for Jeremy where it's kind of like, I didn't improve, but I bet small in the flop. Mamba could have called with a lot of things, maybe even ace high.
Absolutely. Mamba has ace queen. He might have called once. We can blow him off that. I don't even know what 8s do if you go 550 here. I mean,
it's a really tough spot, and I guess we're going to find out. He doesn't
It's
go
400.
550, but it's still
It's
a
a
bet
second-
worth considering.
it's a second barrel. It's half pot. And what are you looking at on the river? You're looking at potential all-ins on the river. Are you really going to hero this?
The piece that is, it's not a huge deal, but if Jeremy had what he's repping, which is like aces, kings, queens, the 9 is not the best card for him. Anything that's like a 6, 8, 9, 10, those are all Mamba full house cards.
Mamba does call, and here we are on the river. Is Jeremy going to unload the clip?
You wouldn't think that
I wouldn't-
spades are a factor from either player's perspective. Not too
Jeremy
frequent.
has it more often than Mamba, right?
He does, which is a reason to go for it.
Yep, but he doesn't actually have any spades in his hand. What spades is? I guess Mamba could have ace king or ace queen of spades. That's it, right?
Yep. Mamba
Maybe
could
ace
have a
jack.
slow played 9s full, but mostly he's pretty capped,
Yep.
which is another reason to go for it. But Jeremy
Jeremy-
thinks it's just not practical.
Yeah, Jeremy's played a lot with Mamba, and you can understand. Mamba calling the turn is a pretty strong play, and maybe he's holding on. I
He
don't know.
might be. I would have loved to see what happened, but in the meantime, Mamba wins a pretty big pot there.
Jeremy again is in the spot where he's like, maybe if I just pull that trigger on the river, I would have won this one too. Because
Yeah.
Alex with the ace 5 against ace king,
Right.
now this one keeps being in that spot. Maybe not though. Maybe he just loses all that money. Probably they get through.
What are you playing?
Anyway, nice one for Mamba.
19 stacks? This is fucking. Alright, I'll let you guys fart around.
What are yours stacking?
You know, 160, I think.
Ooh, kings for Dan Ross.
Dauntless Dan
Dealer's Bane.
gets a cavalcade of kings.
It's alliteration, even though the words start with different
Yep,
letters.
that's
Isn't that
correct.
weird, man?
Actually, I'm calling the ace 8 off on the button.
All right.
I wouldn't recommend trying that at home, kids. And Mamba's going to call the 6-3.
He's getting a really good price.
It's fine. These guys are deep, too. That's another reason to call. Mamba flops something.
Although he's in jail against Dan's hand.
Did Aaron make top pair? Wasn't it 8 high, 8-4, 8-4-3?
I think it was, yeah.
All hearts.
Yeah.
Aaron is going to call the bet. Oh, no. Sorry. Dan Ross checked.
That's
Aaron's going to be the better
an interesting check by Dan Ross.
with the kings. I think it's just even
He's going to raise, looks like.
really
The check raise.
against these guys, he just thinks he's in too good a shape
Aaron
here.
snap folds,
Yep.
which is pretty interesting and a nice fold.
I don't see how Mamba is going to be able to continue now.
No, this
you
is
can
a-
only beat the naked ace of hearts.
Very strong line from Dan Ross to end the episode.
Indeed, episode ends now, and that feels good. Dan Ross showing him how it's done.
Maybe
Dauntless, undercover,
everything you want and more.
and more
I bet you can't wait to see what happens next time,
on this show.
which is called Poker Time.
There's the pre-flop raise percentage.
Look at Alex. When did he raise? I don't
He
believe
never
that's
did.
true.
I think
that's a
it's,
lie.
It's a lie.
They threw it in just for statistical anomalies.